All right.
See what we have here.
Indeed, indeed. And just let me know which ones you want to cover, and we'll get right into it. So, round two between these two fine players. Oh, if they ever load in. Huh?
Yeah, we'll see which side I spawn on. I think I'm on the same side as you.
Yeah, I think we both start on that side. So, want those lovely Norskins then?
Yeah, I'll go over these Norscan northern folk here. And yeah, interesting army. I'm really starting to like it. It might be a bit risky. Though, but anyway, going over the infantry corps, we have looks to be 2 Marauders, one of them being the Arwar, Icehorn Marauders. And we have 3 Marauder Berserkers, being a little more punch in the front line. Backing them up for the skirmish phase, we have 2 Marauder Hunters, and it appears, yeah, these are the throwing axes. This is interesting. Really, they did get a few changes recently, so we'll see if they pay for themselves. Now, we do have the Beast of Tashnar for a little bit of mobility in this army, but now for the major hitting power, we have, of course, 2 Norscan Ice Trolls. Beautiful units. Could be a bit risky in this matchup with low leadership and a weakness to fire, but they hit very hard, they have frostbite, and they can be a devastating unit in the right engagements. Now we also have the Arwar Miststalkers, the Famir Warrior. Now for the leadership, we have Famir, Balefiend, Lord Fire. Who's an obligatory pick in this matchup. And yeah, standard kit, Fireball, Cascading Fire Cloak, Burning Head. He has a Scroll of Power and Arcane Conduit. Now we do have Wolfric. He's on his mammoth. He is, looks like the full kit. Hunter of Champions, Fight or Die, and Seafang. That rounds out this Norscan force. What has the Tomb King brought? Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. This does round out the Norscan force. What has the Tomb King brought for us? My son.
Well, starting with their infantry corps as well, looks like we're going to be seeing 1, 2, 3 units of spearmen, and then we're going to have some skeleton warriors by the looks of it. So, wait a minute. 3 skeleton warriors and 4 skeleton spearmen. Now, we're going to have 2 units of skeleton horsemen archers up front here. They will be backed up by 2 Ushabti with great bows. And then up in the air, we're going to have some carrion just, provide that harassing support. Over on the left flank is where we'll see the bulk of this army's killing power in the form of the Sphinx of Usep, Regiment of Renowned War Sphinx. And then we are going to have Archon the Black, who is going to have the Tomb Blade of Archon, the Staff of Nagash, Liber Mortis, Soul Blight, Spirit Leech, as well as whatever else that was that I totally missed. Now, we have a Casket of Souls firing away already. An absolutely lovely unit. We'll see if it gets much value done. It does seem like the Norscan Ice Trolls have already taken quite a lot of damage from the Ushabti and the Horse Archers, Romulan.
Yeah, they just got torn to pieces. They still have 11 models, but that may be soon to change. Yep, down to 10, and that's a big loss initially. They really didn't want to eat the volleys. They, any of the chaff infantry would have been a better choice, especially the shielded infantry.
Yeah.
But now the key units are being pushed forward. Again, another odd choice. But yeah, look at that Casket of Souls just reaping value across that Norscan front line.
Yeah. Well, and I'd also love to see the Beast of Tashnar go after, I don't know, the Norscan Ice Trolls. Like, they're going to get chased off the map by the carrion. I think now it's probably too late and you just need to cut your losses, but that's huge value being lost, where I think the Beast of Tashnar would have been enough to just counter those carrion from chasing them off the map entirely. But how'd that Burning Head do?
There. I think he definitely should have retreated and tried to pull those trolls back. I mean, he's grabbing a Skelly Horse Archer, but that's 500 at a loss of about 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
And yeah, with the second Ice Troll now routing, the majority of the Norscan hitting power has been removed from the field, and look at those Berserkers. They're getting torn to pieces by that casket. I mean, it's about reach. It's value at this point already.
Damn.
The lines are just meeting now,
Yeah, and I mean, I just really don't like to see, Wolfric and the trolls out so far in advance of the rest of the army. I mean, as you pointed out, it's just like, get the infantry in place and then let the monsters work from there. But I guess just the ranged pressure from this Casket of Souls and the Ushabti, the Great Bows, is really forced at the Norscan player's hand, and I don't know. This is looking pretty rough for tank so far.
Absolutely, and now the caster is going down. The mere Bale Fiend getting torn to pieces by the Sphinx and Ark in the Black. Wolfric seems to be not aware of it, and yeah, the Miststalkers are nearby, but it looks like they're getting debuffed now. Yeah, nice Soul Blight going down, debuffing all those units, and it looks like the Tomb Kings really have, you know, a nice engagement going here. And Wolfric maybe soon to fall.
Yeah, I mean, he does get Hunter of Champions off on top of Archon and is trying to hit him a couple of times, but it looks like Archon is going to be okay. Taking one big hit right there. But now he's just getting shot in the back, and the Ushabti Great Bows are just going unchallenged right now, Romulan. It's pretty disgusting how much damage they can do. And like you say, the Casket of Souls has effectively killed off the Norscan infantry. The Marauder Hunters are finally getting up here where they could have potentially been supporting Wolfric in the monster fight a long time ago. Yeah, this is just looking like Chosen of the Norns is playing his build to near perfection.
Yeah, this is, you know, when these lines met, the Norscan really needed his ice rolls to help push through and shut down those Ushabti Great Bows you've been speaking to. They're just shooting with impunity now, and at this point, yeah. There's more and more skellies just way down the Norscan front line, and yeah, Norscan assault is just in tatters at this point, and army loss is probably not far away.
Yeah, especially with Wolfric and the caster off the field, just going to be near impossible. I mean, the Fimir Belfiend may come back, and it looks like Wolfric just gathered his wits, but unless he gets a beautiful, perfect burning head that kills every unit of Tomb King infantry, I just don't see how this works. And there go the army losses.
Power.
Yeah.
Just too far against him at that point with the balance of power, and yeah, that's the key for the Tomb Kings in this battle. They got a lot of early damage done, and once the Norskins hit the Tomb King defensive force, they just didn't have enough punching power to really get through. You know, just imagine if those trolls could have got on the Ushabti just for a moment, you know, just slow them down so you could have maybe focused the Sphinx or Ark in the Black, but that's, you know, why the trolls are really risky in this matchup, and as well with fire damage on the field, if they got into combat, they would have been put down pretty quickly by the Sphinx of Usef.
Yeah.
But very well played. And I think also it's just the axes are always an odd choice. It's just about always jabs in any case.
Yeah, I completely agree with the jabs there. Just better range, bonus versus large. I like that a lot. Would not.
Also, you have a missile or a armor debuff with Wolfric on the Hunter Champion, so you can use that with synergy. And yeah, but I like seeing the Ice Trolls, just the risky pick in this matchup for sure. So much fear and terror.
And no, I agree with all of those critiques as well in terms of the infantry and the missile choices brought here, but I do think he had the chance to win it, and it really came down to a complete... I mean, the mixed unit tactics weren't there because every unit got engaged individually, it seemed. The Trolls showed up first, they got shut down hard. Wolfric got there second, got shut down hard, and then the infantry finally shows up, and then I see the throwing axes finally show up. And if all of those units would have been approaching more cohesively, and I know it's difficult to do when you're getting shot by the Casket of Souls and skirmish fire from the Horseman Archers as well as the Ushabti, but I really think the key there to have any chance of winning that fight is to keep your formation strong, because Wolfric needs the Trolls and the Fimir Miststalker supporting him, the throwing axes to support him against the Sphinx of Usep. Yeah, and as you said, the Trolls would have been able to help crush the Skeleton Warriors, really get into the backlines and tie down those Ushabti. So aside from the build critiques, that's the main thing I have to say on that.